How y'all doing?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing great. A little tired. It's only been a few nights. 2 hours, 3 hours sleep.
I've been sitting down for 7 hours. I'm ready to move. You
ready to get going? Well, it looks like y'all are gonna have food. Everybody got a headlamp?
Yeah.
Heather said she found a hole. They were supposed to be filling all the holes. Apparently she found one they missed. So I think she plugged it up. Just keep your headlamps on. Make sure that you're seeing that stuff. I do not have access to all of the lights on the park side of it. So I only have access to these lights here. So basically once y'all exit this, y'all will be in total darkness until you come back, except for any random street lamps that are out there. So just if you see something coming up, call it out. You know, like if you see a hole passing by, point it out, call it out, take care of your people. Who's the first time here? Awesome. So I don't know how much JT's told you about why we're here, but we're here to honor the fallen officers of 2019. In 2019, there were 147 officers killed in the line of duty, and on that table is a weight to represent each one of them. I have collected that lead, melted it, purified it, cast it, weighed it. There's not a single weight there, JT can tell you, that is under 16 ounces.
More like 8.
So,
because we were adding it up the other night.
Yeah. So, but we will not short a single officer.
Right.
They will get every ounce of every pound. So it can be a little more. You're not going to cut anything short. Each one of those weights has their picture, the officer it represents. It has the patch that was on their shoulder at the time of their death. It has on the side of it bio, their agency name, their end of watch date, the cause of death. Tell you a little bit about it. So whenever you're going to pick that weight up, you're not just picking up a weight, you're picking up something that represents another life that was sacrificed so that we can continue to do this safely. You will carry these weights for the length of your leg. Y'all have 21 miles, right? Okay. So I don't care how many miles y'all do. I care about how many miles they do. So those weights go every single mile. Because one of the common phrases in law enforcement is, in this family, no one fights alone. So I take that a step further. Even in death, no one fights alone. So while somebody asks me, well, if that 1 mile just represents that one officer, why don't you just carry that one officer's weight? But since no one fights alone, all of his buddies that are on that table with him are right there by him with their hand on his shoulder. All right? So with that being said, if y'all have to swap out weight, if y'all have to take a rest, like look, I've done 2 laps, I need to take a rest, you pass that weight off to a neighbor and they're gonna carry that weight. So normally, if y'all seen anything from us in the past, we're normally out on the highways and the roads. Part of this is education and awareness, getting out in the public eye, getting that conversation going. People see us, they snap pictures, they ask questions, it gets that thing going. Also, it does a lot of good for the community, because whenever they see that, they honk, they wave, they see the support, they see the positivity. It does a lot of good. Whenever COVID hit, we got canceled. It got to a point where we could probably do this again, but we had to change the way we did it, and this was the next best thing. It was either not do it or adapt and overcome, and this is where we're at. So I know the loop is probably going to get a little monotonous, but just add that to the mind game, the struggles that you'll be overcoming. Right? So here is the standard. Gosh. Did I call you in the shower or something?
I made it.
So the standard. Here's the standard that you have to meet. There is a 20-minute mile pace standard. Okay. So this is a 3-mile loop, 20-minute mile. 1 hour loop. You need to pay attention to that so you can make sure that you're hitting your check marks like you're supposed to. Some may be faster, some may be slower. As long as you're average by the end, y'all come in and check your weights in at the right time. That's all that matters. Every step of every mile. So we've covered every ounce of every pound, every step of every mile. I've got the course marked. Basically, you need to go closest to where you see the signs at. Do not cut a single step off a single point. They're not going to short these officers a single step. So if you see something and you're tempted to take a shortcut, check yourself. If I find out that anybody's cutting corners, I guess we'll just come together for that come to Jesus meeting. We're not going to disrespect these guys. So, each weight will go every mile, so it can rest. Pass that on to somebody else who's still rucking. The flag, there's 3 flags over there. American flag, blue line flag that has the names of the 147 on it, and then our End of Watch Memorial Road flag. All of those will go every mile. When you come back, y'all will sign the End of Watch Memorial Road flag. So these next couple things are kind of some teaching things that I like to hit on for this. And I'm an FTO at my agency, so I means I'm a field training officer. And I have some patches that I keep on the other side of my car, right above my training. The first one right here is attention to detail. So whenever you're out there rucking, it's easy to get in your zone, and then you stop paying attention to the people in your group. Because you got your music going, you're stepping, you're watching the ground, and then next thing you know, you turn around and you've got somebody lagging behind. So pay attention to your team. If y'all do have to swap weights, so I know JT's probably briefed some of y'all on transitions as y'all swap out. Whenever y'all do swap out, make sure that no weights are getting left behind, like a ruck. If you set your ruck down and put some weights in someone else's, and then just double check, attention to detail, make sure that no one's getting left behind. Watch your teammates for exhaustion. If somebody stops sweating, talk to them. Hey, let's get you some water, let's get you some electrolytes. Let us know, because we've got some base salts and we've got stuff that we can take care of y'all. Okay? So, like I said, attention to detail, take care of each other. The next thing here I keep up is teamwork is key. Whenever we go out on shift to work, I can't work every single call. So I depend on my sergeant, I depend on my fellow deputies to get home safe. We don't clear houses by ourselves. We don't go to armed disturbances by ourselves. And we depend on each other to get home safely and to get back to my 10-month-old and my wife. The same thing is going to apply here. Y'all are going to have to work together. Peter, can you carry all 147 pounds for this for however long? No. You need Jeff. You need Izzy. You need Peter. You need these teammates. So take care of each other. If we're not taking care of each other, they're not going to be there to help you to get this mission complete. Whenever y'all are out there, so one of the reasons why we set it up like this is so people can social distance if they need to. Whenever we're out on the road, we have to keep the convoy collected. And if you want to rest, you have to pile up close in the back of the truck. So I'm cool with y'all spreading out for social distancing. What I don't want to see is headlamps over here and then headlamps at the back corner a half mile away, because that's not teamwork. That's y'all rucking, and that's them hurt because something is dragging them down. Whether it's the weight, whether it's a blister, they got a hot spot, whatever it is. So the way I relate that is sometimes I go to muster and I'll notice one of my guys sitting off in the corner not talking to anybody. He's got something weighing heavy on his shoulders. The same way this ruck is going to start weighing heavy on yours. It's up to me to talk to him to see how I can help him carry that burden. So y'all work with each other. Don't get upset. Hey, can I help you? No, leave me alone. No, I'm not gonna. Just everybody's here trying to take care of each other. So on that last note, y'all are going to leave out this gate, so you'll pick your weights up here. You're going to go through that gate there. And y'all are going to leave as a team, ruck as a team, and you're going to come back through that gate as a team. So just y'all stay together. One of the next things that I talk about whenever I have all my trainees is you're either an asset or a liability. There is no middle ground. So let's say y'all do your split, y'all are hanging out. Y'all can still take care of your guys that are out there rucking by having snacks ready for them when they come back through that gate, having water ready to handle, making sure there's a cooler at that tent and a cooler at the turnaround spot. Y'all pass that red tent on the way in, that's where you're going to turn around at. So if that cooler's getting low, let us know so we can get it stocked. Y'all can continue to take care of your teammates. So not all assets look the same. Some assets in this situation are going to look like hot rods that carry 50 pounds and ruck a 15-minute mile. Another asset might look like somebody who's there to take care of you whenever you get tired. So, know your pace, know yourself, communicate. Those being the standards that are set, this last one, this patch right here is another one I keep up, and that is that the standards don't care about your excuses. So the standard is the 20-minute mile, the weights, taking care of your teammates. So whenever I'm out on the street and I'm in a fight and the standard is life or death, I can't come at that situation with excuses. If I do, it's going to eat me alive. I can't say, well, this guy's beating my tail because, well, I missed a few workouts, or, I just couldn't make it to DT training, or I couldn't, get out to the firing range, whatever. So the standards don't care about my friends do. My family cares. But the deadline that I have to meet doesn't. One thing that's constant is that weight. That weight will not change to accommodate you one bit. Y'all will. Y'all can accommodate each other. Y'all are going to get tired. And, it's going to wear on your shoulders. You are not constant. You require rest. You require help. The standards, the struggles, the stresses that accumulate through life and through certain careers will always be there. These miles, there are a memorial mile for each officer. Basically what you're saying is you're willing to go the distance to get. The weight, it represents the officer. So when you pick it up, you know exactly who each pound is for. It represents the weight of the badge. Whenever somebody swears in to be a law enforcement officer, they carry an incredible weight on their shoulder because that is something that's very easy to abuse. It's something that can get away from them. It's a heavy burden to know that you're fixing to take someone's freedom away that so many people have fought and died for to secure that freedom, but you're about to take his away. You're also with that burden of shoot, don't shoot, take somebody's life. It's an incredible burden. Sometimes that ends up weighing heavy. So this word I hit a second ago about cumulative stress, the law enforcement suicides are going up. It's just, I have my own theory on why that's going up. Where people have cell phones, they call in at every little thing. We can dispatch to more calls faster. We just get the call load is going in. Whenever you get out of the academy, you come out, you're all excited, ready to tackle the world. You got all your people by your side, and you got a fast car, you got a gun, you got all this cool stuff. You're just full of energy, ready to go. Fast forward 15, 20 years, and now that weight's getting a little heavy. It's bearing down on your back, it's bearing down on your shoulder. Y'all are going to start this. You're going to get some tunes going. You're going to be jamming out. You're going to be feeling pretty good. On about mile 20, those years, those pounds, that's going to be wearing. So don't forget about those that are by your side. I know I keep hounding on that, but that's a big teaching point for this whole thing. You're going to get tired. You're going to start focusing on just the 2 or 3 steps beside you. You're going to forget about the support that's here for you. Does anybody bring extra weight?
I hope not.
You brought extra weight? What'd you bring?
20 pound, a 30 pound, and a 45 pound.
Do not swap rucks with him.
It's in my Jeep. I told Peter, I was like, I feel like being an overachiever and carrying my extra 20 pound weight.
So, but you don't have it in your ruck.
No, that's empty.
Okay.
But I can easily go up to the Jeep and
All right.
get 3 rucks.
Do not carry any extra weight. So, football practices out there. They're probably going to be leaving soon. Please mind the traffic. After that, once they leave, there really shouldn't be anything else coming down here. But just pay attention to the traffic right there. My next bullet point was about food.
There's food over there. There's Publix coming.
I had a bunch of stuff here about
Okay.
Well, no. So he's wanting to razz me because I made a home cooked meal for everybody so far, but y'all get Publix. So I'm not gonna be awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. But there is some greens, beans, and smoked chicken over there and sausage.
So after y'all get done, what you'll do, you'll bring your weights in, put them on that table. After y'all get on your final mile, count them, make sure there's 147 there. If y'all are missing any, there's a roster in the back of that binder that y'all can use to start running through the names and seeing which one's missing. If need be, we have extra ways we can go ahead and fix that issue. I forget. So there's a binder, yes. There's a binder on the table. I think I already flipped it to leg 3. It should be 21 bios. How y'all do it, I don't care how you do it, but another standard that we have to meet here, every story will be heard. So those bios, I'm on red. What teams have done so far, they pulled out their sign because they had 15 miles, they had 15 bios. We got 21 miles, we got 21 bios. They pulled out their section, they read them on the first loop. And they came back, put them in, and moved on. I think at first, the first team was wanting to do like come in, read 3, go out, come in, read 3, go out. But I think that just kind of backed things up a little bit. So however y'all want to do it, y'all figure it out.